Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built. Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to... Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So USC's offense takes the field for the first time today. So much history and pageantry in this rivalry, guys, but the trophy, the Jewel Shillelagh, is a little bit under the radar.
It is. It's beautiful to look at, but I think people are always just focused on these 2 blue blood programs. Notre Dame, USC. This is interconference, national championship, and Heisman implications seemingly always on the line late in the year when these 2 teams play.
Always so cool, coast to coast. Something matters, something on the line. You're right, this game is always fun to watch. The Jewel Shillelagh.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The give to the tailback. The Trojans get it past the sticks. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. The snap sets up the throw. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Pulled and finds his man on the left. Got room at the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going over the top. What a snag by the defense. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Caught behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the RPO, complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Irish send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They're bringing heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Trojans have this offense rolling. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. He tries to take the top off. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to move it through the air. He's got him in the flat. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
These teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just...
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
blocked. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Trojans want to move quickly. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Nunez. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. Linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. The quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. He's got it on the right. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. Touchdown, Trojans! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. USC 21, Notre Dame. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Anderson. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Escapes trouble. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Nifty little dance step. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game. And we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional fight for the jeweled shillelagh. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Breaks the tackle.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Fires to the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down for the tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Trojans decide to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Makes a connection. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over UConn.
On the ground, it's Nunez.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
The RPO, it's complete. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Quick release by the QB. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Escapes the sack. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Handoff from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. On the ground, it's Nunez. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. Nice move there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Irish send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jewel Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch on the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Into the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. At the 10, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll give it to the back. Keeps the legs moving. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. With the clock running, this should be the final play. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.